Hi, it's Christina with Cemetery of Choice. Today's August 22nd, and we are going to look at cases where there's either scanty information or false information. Now, the first death, the only information I have is from the Homicide in Chicago Interactive Database. And it says that on August 22nd, 1929, a 34-year-old woman named Marjorie died in her home from complications of a criminal abortion performed that day, and the guilty party was never identified or apprehended. I keep looking year after year after year to find more information on that. If anybody knows, let me know. The second death today, abortion rights sources claim that Pauline Shirley died on August 22nd, 1940 from a criminal abortion, but actually she died August 23rd from a miscarriage. And tomorrow I am going to do a much more in-depth analysis of her death. Now we move ahead to safe and legal days. Now, there were some articles that were put out in medical journals the first year and a half to 2 years of legalization in New York before Roe versus Wade came along. And we gave pseudonyms to those women because we don't like to go patient number 5, patient number 6. So at Life Dynamics, we dubbed this young woman April. And she was 17 years old when she underwent a saline abortion in New York City on August 20th, 1971. And I've talked about them before. Saline abortions were absolutely horrible. They were invented in Russia in the 1930s, popularized in Japan, but a lot of women died when Western countries started using them. Japanese doctors Takashi Wagatsuma and Yukio Manabe, tried to rattle the Western abortion doctors' cages a little bit and tell them not to do this. They did it anyway. And apparently did it as an outpatient because she was admitted to a hospital the day after the saline was put in. And this was something that was dangerous when done under close medical supervision. And doctors in New York were just pull out lots of amniotic fluid, put in this strong salt solution, and send her home. No more problem. So apparently that's what happened with April, but she was admitted to the hospital already in shock and feverish, and she was treated there until her death on August 22nd. And then in 1986, this was not directly an abortion death. A 21-year-old woman named Carol underwent an abortion sometime in the late summer of 86. And on August 22nd, she shut herself up in her garage at her home in Albuquerque, started her car, and died from breathing the exhaust fumes. And her body wasn't discovered till August 25th. And Life Dynamics cites her death certificate as the source for that. So that's all I've got for you today, but come back tomorrow to learn about why I say Pauline Shirley did not die from an illegal abortion.